And so tonight I want to share with you, thank you for joining us. We've got a lot of people on the webinar tonight as well as the conference call. I want to share with you the Infinitus advantage. What gives us an advantage in the marketplace? After being in this industry for now over 29 years now, and being fortunate to have had some great success in this industry, helping people take control of their health, also helping lots of families achieve financial success in this industry. When I first saw Infinitus, I looked at it. It took me a little bit just to really, get a hold of how big this was. I began to study it and saw so many advantages with Infinitus that I want to share with you tonight that really creates a new era of opportunity. And quite simply, an advantage is a condition or circumstance that puts a company in a superior business position. And that's what I believe we have here with Infinitus. I believe a lot of companies have got a lot of disadvantages, like new companies starting out. Sometimes they don't make it. A lot of companies with poor management. Today, let's talk about the Infinitus advantage. First of all, I want to introduce you to Infinitus, the new office building currently being built in China right now. It's a strong, stable company. It's over 500,000 square feet. And when you look at the structure of what is being built right now, absolutely spectacular architecture. And this is our head office. So you're working with a company that has actually a 25-year-old foundation. A lot of companies we talk about in the business world that in the first 5 years, 85% of all companies fail. And then if they make it through the first 5 years, about 80% of the companies after that fail in the next 5 years. So your chances of succeeding in a new business are very, very small. And so it's great to be with a company that is 25 years old. They've got a very strong foundation. And just to give you a kind of sense of the leaps that Infinitus has taken over the past 25 years since being established in 1992. 1994, they developed their health tonic. We call it premium nutrients for better health. I'll talk about it a bit later. But the bottles they've sold between 1994 and 2014, if you lined up the bottles around the planet Earth, the number of bottles they sold would circle the equator 4 times. The reason you sell that many bottles is because something is working. Number 2, they built a production base. 2005 in Zhenghu, Guangdong province was completed, covering an area of about 40 soccer fields. They put a total investment of almost $500 million into that production facility. In 2014, they started their second big production facility. This one's just about twice as big. It was 70 soccer fields big, and they've started the initial phase for $250 million is the initial phase right now. They've got more to build out. In 2015, they co-founded the Cambridge Infinitus Research Center with the University of Cambridge in the UK, which was very significant, put millions of dollars into that. And then, of course, a lot of you know, in 2016, they co-founded the Center for Happiness and Health at Harvard in the US, and since have created many more partnerships with MIT, Stanford, and many universities across Asia. They have a great strength. They actually have their own real estate division. What you're looking at here is a picture of the Infinitus Plaza at Hong Kong, downtown Hong Kong. They actually own this tower. I think it's 80 some odd floors high. That's their tower. You're looking in Guangdong in their current office, head office in China. You see that center. They own that location as well, as they have other markets that they're currently open in: Malaysia, Taiwan, Singapore, also offices there. Another view of the head office, the new head office that's currently being built, that a lot of us are looking forward to going over and and checking out. So number two, I want to share with you the advantage number two. So number one was a strong, stable company. Number two, we are tied into the fastest growing emerging trends, not fads, but trends. We know that right now, trend of wellness, anti-aging, health and beauty, these are the main trends. Why? Well, there's a number of reasons why, but let me share one with you. Baby boomers, those people born between 1946 and 1964, currently there's over 10,000 people a day turning 65. What happens as you begin to age? You want to take care of your health. You become more and more concerned with your health as you age. And then there's a whole bunch of us that don't want to look like we're 60 or 65. So, there's that whole anti-aging market and the health and beauty. So this is an emerging trend. This is not a fad that's going to be here like for 6 months. This is a trend that is emerging. And we know right now that two-thirds of North Americans are taking supplements. And so, I saw this trend happen since I was a youngster. When I was 18 years of age, began to notice health food stores starting to show up. We had one health food store in our town, and then began to see that begin to cascade into all kinds and others, thousands of them. Right now, two-thirds of North Americans are taking supplements, and the global sales of health supplements are soaring right now. Alibaba's Jack Ma, who's become now a billionaire, kind of a competitor to eBay, he says if anybody was going to overtake his success, it would probably come from the healthcare industry. So that's what we're talking about tonight, this whole trend towards wellness, anti-aging, health, longevity. And it was interesting because I was shocked to see actually this study from the Harvard Business Review where they took all kinds of research from all over the planet. Some companies have spent millions of dollars, what they call future casting, trying to determine where the market is going because it matters to banks, lending companies money, etc. They began future casting, and what they found out, according to Harvard Business Review, that there was going to be 4 major industries in the coming 20 years that were going to skyrocket. Out of these 4 major industries that are going to skyrocket, one of those industries was Chinese herbal medicine. Now, I don't know or profess to know all the reasons why. I just know even the World Health Organization says it's going to become a booming industry. And so Infinitus, one of the Infinitus advantage is they are an expert. There's no one that is their peer in this industry. Their focus is on traditional Chinese medicine. They have spent the last 25 years perfecting everything from the farm to the bottle of all the processes. And so their whole focus and mission at Infinitus that they determined 25 years ago was to bring the ancient TCM formulations, traditional Chinese medicine, TCM, bring these ancient formulations, some of them dating back more than 2,500 years old, some as old as 5,000 years old, bring these formulations, first of all, to the people of Asia, then to the people of the world. And they determined that they were going to use ancient sacred extraction techniques. They wanted to hold the bioavailability, the working elements, ingredients, and put them together according to the sacred texts of centuries ago. And these formulations have been handed down from generation to generation. And what that means is the only reason that a formulation is being handed down from generation to generation is because it works. These are formulations where they discarded everything that doesn't work and they've retained everything that does. Advantage number 3, world-class technology. As I mentioned, they have, significant partnership, symbiotic relationship with the farmers. Many of the farms, they own the land, employ the farmers, they own their own production facilities, as I mentioned. They own labeling companies, bottling companies, but they literally take care of the quality, the source quality right from the farm to your hand. They meet all kinds of global quality control standards, and they ensure the quality and efficacy of that source control of the raw materials. They work very closely with the farmers to ensure that they create maximum potency in the harvest, and their production methods are meeting the standards of Infinitus. They even share with them exactly the fertilizer. They want everybody standardized so they can produce a predictable result each and every time. And of course, they have got tremendous R&D team. With their supply chain and R&D team, it's a couple of thousand people that are involved. They've got their own Infinitus R&D center research. They've got a scientific advisory board. They're tied in, as I mentioned, to a Cambridge Infinitus research, tied into the Infinitus Chinese Herbal Immunity Research Center, the Hong Kong Chinese Medicine Center Research Center. They've got all kinds of connections and universities and research that they've been doing now for a couple of decades. A matter of fact, they've spent hundreds of millions of dollars in research and development, and continue to spend tens of millions of dollars each year just in research and development. And of course, they are a leader in production assurance. And this was one of my concerns. I wanted to make sure if I knew a product was coming from Asia or coming from China or grown in other parts of the world, that we had that certification, that I knew that these were clean products. There was no heavy metals, no pesticides, herbicides, anything like that involved in the product, that they were focused on GMP, good manufacturing processes, proficiency tested by FAPAS for heavy metals. And then when they came into Canada, I knew when they farmed them out to independent laboratories that all those tests came back absolutely clean. Advantage number 4, global recognition. As I mentioned, they're tied in with MIT. There's these alliances with all these major universities, Cambridge. They are now tied in with CNRS, University Paris Diderot, the Harvard Center for Health and Happiness. We just were rated by Euromonitor as the world #1 brand in herbal products. You talk about global recognition and advantage. Here we are, 25 years old. They're just entering the North American marketplace, and they're already world #1 brand in herbal products. They have internationally recognized core technology. Infinitus has made it their business to focus on compound polysaccharides, which focus on the immune system and better health. And you may have heard of beta-glucans and alpha-glucans and different elements of taking care of our health. They are experts in this field. Advantage number 5, breakthrough products. Breakthrough products, all the ingredients that we're talking about, as I mentioned, come from the very best authentic origins. The 3 products that we're releasing first, one is called PU'ER tea. They use a very unique extraction technology that retains the nutrients. This tea is fermented for 10 years before you get it. So there is a process of fermentation. It works tremendous on the digestive system and aids in digestion, helps to reduce the blood lipids, functions as a very strong antioxidant, helps calm and relax the user. Many, many health benefits from drinking this tea. My wife and I enjoy it every day, usually after lunch. Great product. It was recently awarded the Silver Quality Award. More than 2,700 entries from over 1,000 companies that represented 82 different countries, and they won awards. And it also passed the international standards for pesticides, heavy metals, ensuring peace of mind when we have this tea. We know we've got the best and the cleanest product that has been very well put together. Secondly, premium nutrients for better health, which focuses on the immune system. Amazing extraction technology, again, keeping those elements alive, bioactive, focusing on compound polysaccharides to improve the immune function, to modulate the immune function, help us to prevent infectious disease, to support healthy liver function, control blood glucose levels, reducing inflammation, and function as a system enhancer for all the body's organs. They call that Zhang Fu. The Royal Lingji Plus, which strengthens our self-recovery capacity. This is a mushroom product done right, focusing on the red Lingji, or what some people call Ganoderma lucidum. This is the best of the best. This is an extract, bringing them the most active components of the mushroom to us in a therapeutic dose. It helps to replenish our life force, our vital force, quiets the heart, calms the spirit, reinforces the liver and kidney health, stimulates or modulates the immune system, let me put it that way, helps to reduce hypertension, helps to prevent and reduce atherosclerosis, and helps to stimulate the function of probiotics in the system. So it really helps to regulate the inner systems holistically, the liver, the kidney, the lung, the spleen, the heart. Pretty amazing product. Advantage number 6. I love this. Global expansion and timing. Very seldomly do you have a company of this magnitude. Last year they did about $5 billion in 5 markets. 4 small markets, 1 big one. Remember I mentioned they're in China, Hong Kong, Singapore, Malaysia, Taiwan. Now they've decided, after becoming number 1 in China, beating out a company by the name of Amway, they beat them out 2015, 2016, that now they want to go become number 1 in the world, and they decided to start in North America. So we are part of the global rollout. The company has grown more than 180 times in the last 15 years. It's made them number 1. Matter of fact, Direct Selling News, you can go to their site and find that the company is now ranked number 5, world number 5 out of all direct sales companies across the globe. This is number 5, and nobody has even heard about it. You think about timing. Nobody knows about this company. We're just going to enter North America. Then we're going to enter 50 different markets over the next 5 years. It's going to be an exciting ride. To top it off, we've got advantage number 7, and that's rewards and compensation. We call it the Freedom Plan. The Infinitus reward system is unmatched. They are sharing their global sales with us. Now, these are not global sales that we've even contributed to yet. These are sales in the billions that are already there, and we get to tie into it right from day one as we're part of this company. I guarantee you've never seen anything like the Infinitus reward program. It is the finest in the industry. Last is advantage number 8, and that's what we call ease of entry. It's simple and easy to get started with Infinitus. So we've listed all the advantages. What does it take to get in? We can get started with our premium starter pack for just $199 Canadian, and that gives you the 3 products I just mentioned: the PU'ER tea, which is fermented for 10 years, the Royal Lingji Plus, that's the powerful mushroom product, and the premium nutrients for better health. This is trains our immune system, and a lifetime membership with the company, all wrapped up together for $199 Canadian. And this is shipping right out of the warehouse here in Toronto. We're just ready, coming up to our US launch coming June 1st. It's going to be in a very exciting ride. In my 29 years, I've never seen a company with all these elements put together. The strong, stable company with these ancient formulas, with their quality control, with already being rated and all these affiliations with major universities, and then with a reward system all in place, and they want to now go #1 in the world, and they are wanting us to link arms together with them here in North America and do it from here. So we're excited. We want to invite you to partner up with us as we take these ancient formulas to the world. If you're looking for more information, you can go to www.infinitushealth.com and review some of the videos there. It's been a great pleasure being with you tonight. This is Rob Whitty wishing you good health and good fortune. I'm going to ask you to get back to the person who invited you to be part of the call tonight so that you can share your feedback with them and maybe get any questions that you have answered. We're here to serve you, and we're looking for a very exciting ride. We're looking to a healthy and prosperous future that we're going to help many families create. Thanks for being with us tonight, everybody. Have yourself a wonderful evening. All the very best. Bye-bye for now.